guys, it's gonna get in how I styled and installed this wig from Amazon. Very great quality. First off, I did pluck the wig. I didn't record myself bleaching the knots. I just did a little bit of developer and bleach powder and left it on for only needed like 10 minutes of the 40 developer. But I did pluck it a little bit, and this is it just plucked. So I'm just showing you how it looks. The lighting does look like one side is a little more than the other, but it's even, I promise. But this is just how I plucked it. Everybody's different on how they want their scalp to look, but this is just mine's plucked. Now I'm going to show you just styling it. First off, let's look at the wig. Like, it's very bouncy. I washed it one time when I got it and let it air dry, but very, very full. But now I'm just parting, seeing where I want the part to lay. So I'm going for a middle part. Just see that part right there. I did put it on my head first and measure. That's why you see the little brown dots, if you could see them up close. I did measure where I wanted it on my head first before I put it back on the mannequin, just so I knew where my part was going to be. So you can do that also. And of course, I just went in and I just plucked the middle part just to give it a little bit more of a part there. So I just went in and just plucked until I like the desired width, if that makes sense, of the part. You also pluck it as far back as you want the part, etc. First thing I do is mold the hair before straightening. So being that I'm trying to do it real flat, I just take some mousse and I just mold that front part real good. You know, get it through there and just comb it flat. Really flat down. Make sure it's all in there. I don't put it through the whole head just because sometimes it can make it very too much product when you straighten it. So I just do that top part and just really lay it flat. You just mold it to your desired look. And then I tighten it down. I just clip it back for a quick second. And then we're just going to go in with the blow dryer and just blow dry it down. And now that it's molded, I'm going to start parting it into sections. I always part off, I would call it the lace front part from the back, just because it makes it easier for parting when I'm straightening it. So of course I just clip up the hair. We're just going to go in section by section. And I'm going to just use this Platinum Shine Spray from The Brat and Judy. Yep, it got that right. I'm just gonna, first I just use the hot comb just to lay it flat again because we want a flat look. Then after I use the hot comb, I go in with my straightener and my comb and I just straighten that baby down. When I tell you straighten that baby down, I mean straighten that baby down. And I usually, with this hair, I didn't have to do too many, but I did do 2 just to make sure it's nice and flat. But this wig, it was real good. It really came out nice and flat. Very good quality hair. And as you can see, that shine. Look at that shine and that bounce. Amazon, what? But yeah, I'm just going in section by section. As you can see, just gonna speed it up a little bit more, just so you can see the parting. Well, here we go, showing you now just from the top. Let's get into the difference between the curl without a straighten to the straighten. And all I did was one pass with a straightener. Look at that. One pass with a straightener, a little spritz of the Kaleidoscope and the Brat Platinum Shine Spray. And do you see the bounce? And not only the bounce, look at the shine on that. Like, you can't get no better than that. So here we are. I did forget to record doing the front, laying it flat. So if you do want to see a video on that, just comment below and I will definitely do a more detailed video on making the hair very flat in the front. But right now I'm just going in on my hot comb and I'm just laying down those baby hairs, laying down those edges, because again, I want like a really, really flat look. But again, comment below if you want to see more. Now let's get into this install. So as you can see, I added baby hairs because I just wanted to see how they would look. But here's the wig. Now I use the Even Hold spray. I use the melting spray and I also use the adhesive spray. And of course, HD wig caps. It came with the wig, so I didn't have to buy a HD wig cap. It came with my wig, so that was an upscale. But now I'm just pushing back my baby hairs. As you can see, I have locks in, so I just braided my locks down and I'm just going in and pushing back the baby hairs. Now you just want to take your cap and you want to lay it down. Make sure it's nice and sleek on your hair. Pull it down past your ears just so that it's real flat, like real flat. And I'm just gonna cut off a little hole with my razor just around the ear so it stays real snug around the ear. And I do that on that side, and I'm also gonna do it on the other side too. You can see it's nice and flat around the edges, and then again, just make sure everything is flat and all my hair's out the way. Now I go in with the adhesive spray and I just spray back with my finger. You don't have to use your finger, you can use a comb or something, but it doesn't hurt your finger, so I just push it, make sure I have enough there. I really just keep going until I can see that like liquid line going across, the dark liquid line. And I just spray it down. Make sure it's nice and glued up. And once I know that it's enough, I just take my blow dryer and I just blow it. I do mix between the cold blowing and warm blowing just so that it dries faster, because it does dry faster with cool air and it doesn't lift, if that makes sense. So I just keep blow drying it for a good it was like a good 10-15 minutes, not even, just so that until it's dry. Now I go in with some powder and I just get that all in my head before I cut it. It's so much easier before you cut the lace to put the makeup down. So I just go in and I do that. I didn't need too much because again, it's an HD cap. Then I go in and I just take my razor and I cut really, really close to the edges, just to get all that hair all the net off. The same thing on both sides. And I do keep that string there. I don't cut all the way around because it does we're good for keeping it down. So I just lift it up there and just make it nice and tight. But now I'm just going around the edges and I'm looking, make sure it's clean. Now I put this glue. I'm going to put the brand in the screen for you guys because I don't know how to pronounce it. But just going to lay down those sides of the cap and fix it up a little bit just so that you don't see the line of the cap. And we're just going to press all that down nicely. Just a little for this part, not a lot. It's just to lay the cap down. We're not putting the glue for the wig yet. So just that. And I blow dry it. I add some more powder just to clean it up a little more. Give it that bald look. First of all, look at the bald look. Ew. But now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my cream again and I'm just gonna wipe the inside of the wig, just the edges. Sorry I did this part off camera, but you just want to go around the edges. Now I'm just shaping it to my head, making sure I know where it's gonna fit, make sure the cap's not looking through. Man, I know y'all see that, first of all. But now I'm just cutting around the ear just so that it fits nice and snug again. Just cut around the ears so you can pull it down nicely on both sides. I do it straight on here. Some people make a mark and put it back on the head to cut it, but we just gonna do it like this. So as you can see, I went back and I changed my mind. I didn't want the edges, so I just combed back my edges. And I'm just making sure it looks good, which it does. Now I take an alcohol pad and I just clean up my forehead from any dirt or oil or anything that's on there, just so that the glue sticks better. Then I go on with my glue again and I'm just going to do a nice thick line again. This is just for the video, really. I didn't wear it too long, so I didn't put a whole lot of glue. You can put as many layers that you want. If you're going swimming and stuff, you can put multiple layers, but I just did one. I blow dry it a little bit, let it get dry. Actually, the most time-consuming part of the whole thing is the glue drying. Again, I use cold and hot just so that it dries faster and the wig cap does not slide back. So I just blow dry it just until it gets clear. You want it to be that clear color, not the white. You want it to be clear around the whole thing. So as it starts to get clear, it does look like it's white, but I just put the wig on and I take my comb and I just press it down as I comb through it, just so that it's down, and then I use my band and wrap it around. Just want to keep it on there, wrap it around, make sure it's good. And I'm just combing the edges and stuff. I don't really wait that long. I wait like 10 minutes, but now I'm just gonna fix the wig because I did do it, but it was maybe like 2 days ago that I did it. So now that it's on, I'm just going through with the hot comb and just making sure it's real flat and it's still molded on my head how I wanted it. Again, I did not have to straighten it again after 2 days. It was still bouncy. It was still flawless. Just flattening it a little bit because I put those edges back in. There I go, feeling myself, because I know that wig was looking good. But now I took the wig cap off, and as you can see, it's pretty flat. So I'm just going in and I'm just using my razor. The razor I feel like is the best to cut off the hair, but you have to be careful because you do not want to cut yourself. It's very easy to cut yourself. So either scissors or the razor, I just cut off that excess lace, get that extra hair out the way, and I cut it off. Now it looks good, but it ain't great. So I put on the even adhesive spray. I just put a little bit on my finger and spray it across. And when I tell you, that wig melted like cheese on bread when you're making a grilled cheese sandwich. And I just put the band on again because I was just going to go in and just fix it and make sure it's good. And I wasn't going anywhere again, so I just laid it on there for a little bit more just to keep it real flat. I'm just combing and making it ready, using my stick and my wax stick and my hot comb, and just again making it real flat. Now wait another 10-15 minutes. I use the blow dryer just to blow it a little more. But look at that. Do y'all see that? And this is no filter. Like, the scalp is scalping. That's all I gotta say. The scalp is scalping. Now I'm just pulling off that wig real careful. And I'm gonna make sure that it's just down flat a little bit, cleaning up any excess glue around the edges. Then I go in with the powder again and I just get it nice and blended. I don't put a lot because I don't really wear makeup, so I don't want it to like look too much different in color for my face. But now I'm done. I'm just combing it out, and look at the wig. No filter. You can't even see the lace. Like, Amazon did their big one. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys want to see more. Comment below. Subscribe. Thank you.